Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Rajana, and today in this video I'm going to be talking about the resources that I used for my NCLEX preparation and the other things that I did to pass my exam. So let's get started. So I'm going to go to the resources directly that I used, and the first thing I'm going to show you guys that was really helpful to me is the book that I used, which is Sanjay's Comprehensive Review and NCLEX Rn Examination, and I believe this is the sixth edition, and I'm sure that there should be the new edition out in the market already. Okay, so what I like mostly about this book is the content of the book. This book is really in detail, and the next thing is everything is separated into categories. Like you can see right here, maternity, pediatric, fundamentals. So everything is categorized into the system, and at the end of every system you will see the multiple choice questions, so which will help you to summarize the things that you just read. So I can show you an example. So after reading the endocrine system, you can see at the end you will have the endocrine medications, which is really helpful. After you read the system, you can relate the medications, and it will help you to understand better. And also at the end of every chapter you will see a multiple choice questions related to that topic, and so which will help you to summarize what you just read. And also it will, at the end of the multiple choice questions, it will have the rationales of each question, so you can relate what was right or what it was wrong. So for me, this book was really a helpful tool, and I totally recommend going for this book. So the next thing that I used was Kaplan and Nclex Rn Premier, this book 2015-2016 with 2 practice tests. So this book is more of like practicing the questions rather than going for the details. This book don't have much details in it. It will just give you the points like in the summary, and more is of practicing the questions. You see here 600 plus practicing questions and 60 minutes of video tutorial, 10 critical thinking, and 8 practice sets. So this book is more of like practicing the questions. Okay. So along with this books, the next thing that I used was practicing questions from UWorld. I'm sure most of you, if you're preparing for the NCLEX, you have heard about the UWorld. So this UWorld, it's basically an online practicing questions. So you can buy it for 30 days, for 60 days, for a year. For me, I bought it for 30 day package, and the best thing about UWorld is its detail about the rationals. The rationale gives after the questions. The details are really good. And what I used to do is, after practicing questions, while reviewing it, I used to take a notes. So I finished this whole copy with my notes. I used to take the notes from the URL content, because it's only for a month. So if it's done, then you can't access it anymore. So this notes can be helpful for the later. So these were all the tools that I used for my NCLEX preparation exam. It was Sanjay's Comprehensive Review, Kaplan and NCLEX Rn Premier 2016, and the online practice questions from UWorld. So the next thing that can help you is making the cue cards. So it's all about the medications, because I used to have trouble remembering the medications. So I used to make the cue cards. So this can be from the book, this can be from the URL, anywhere. If you can just make this kind of cue cards, it is very helpful for like quick review. And whenever you have a time, you can have a quick look at this. This is really helpful. The next very important thing is the time management. So personally, I took exactly 2 months to prepare for NCLEX for me, because I was an international student. So I really have to get the idea of what NCLEX is. I didn't have the basic about the NCLEX. So not only studying books is going to help you, not only knowing the content is going to help you. You have to be really practicing questions, and also you have to know how to tackle the questions itself. Knowing only the content is not going to help you for sure. So you have to know what are the question patterns of the NCLEX, like the MCQs questions, like with the multiple choice, select all the apply the types of the questions that the NCLEX is going to give you. You have to get idea about that too. So each day I used to study for about like 8 to 10 hours, and so I used to like take a break every 5 to 10 minutes, an hour. Break is very important. You cannot like continue studying for like 8 to 10 hours a day, of course. So you have to make sure you're taking a break after each hour. You have to take a break. You have to give your brain a little rest, but make sure the day, one day of the week that you're taking off from study is for your family or for your friends. You cannot be by yourself during your break time. So one day of the week you're giving it to your closed ones so that you can refresh yourself, so you can at least socialize for a day, because at the time you're studying like 8 to 10 hours a day, there's no time where you can go out and have a chit chat with your family. No. While making a routine, make sure you divide like which what are you reading for the day, so what you're going to read, and but be realistic. Don't put like 2 3 chapters a day. It's not possible. So be realistic and make a plan for each day. That's very important. And what I used to do was I had a plan for like 2 months. So today I'm going to study this, the next day I'm going to study this chapters, and just studying is not going to help, as I already told you. Just the study is not going to help, so you have to make sure you're practicing questions as well. So after I finish like a chapter a day, I used to practice at least 75 questions a day. So reading and practicing questions at the same time is very, very important. And remember, if everyone can do it, you can do it too. So don't exhaust yourself. You can surely do it. If you give your 100% and if you're studying like with the determination, you will do it. Don't listen to others. Don't be negative. Be positive, and you can do it. When I gave my exam, I ended up with 75 questions in 2.5 hours. So it was not that bad. So make sure you're drinking enough water. Make sure you're taking at least 5 minutes break an hour, and make sure you're positive. Be positive. If you're working hard, if you're studying, if you're practicing, you'll be definitely you'll pass this test. So don't worry. Don't overstudy either. Don't push yourself to the point where you feel like you're going to have a mental breakdown. So just take a break, have faith in yourself. I hope this video is a little bit helpful for you if you're preparing for your NCLEX. If you have any questions, please, you can ask me anytime. I'll try to explain it as much as I can. That's it for today. I hope you have a great day. Bye.